speaking of different, look who I'm working with here tonight. At long last, I'm one of the most popular players ever wear a Clipper uniform. Corey Maggette filling in for Bruce Bowen. Welcome.
Thank you, Ralph. It's a pleasure being on air with you. You're absolutely right. It's a superpower. But I think for you, just watching guys in the league, even for me, watching a Grant Hill and some other guys back in my time when you're cutting to the basket, getting the easy layups, but that also helps your field goal percentage. If things are not going well, I wasn't really a great shooter, but one thing I did well was get to the basket and get to the foul line.
I never thought you'd ever say that out loud in court.
Well, welcome to Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville.
That's what he did. It was basically like he was at home. He started getting hot, and what Lou said in that post game is when that fadeaway is going, everything else follows.
What I would say is when you have Kevin Love, who was out injured, and you had J.R. Smith, it changes the dynamic of the team. So you have guys that have to fill in a different role of playing that starting position. That being said, they're not where they're supposed to be. Meaning that they need to get back to playing the basketball that they are. And that means having everybody on the team. And that means you have J.R. back, you have Kevin Love, and getting that chemistry back together.
Well, hopefully Montrez can come in the game and play with the same type of energy that DeAndre has been playing. But just the pace has been tremendous for this Clipper team. And they're not taking this team for lightly.
No, I've never seen Montrez not play with energy.
Yeah, well, that's just a quality shot from Tobias Harris. It all started from Austin Rivers getting inside the paint and distributing the basketball to the wing for Tobias for the three. Have to do it when his second half of the season is very important if you want to get into playoff contention. So these type of games, which you're supposed to win, you still have to come out with the energy and intensity on the floor. You have to play with a sense of urgency. And that's what we've seen from this Clipper team in that first half. That's why they got to such a big lead.
So you go up to Brad and say, look, I'm not playing well. Brad's like, okay, I agree with you. Sit down. Like, is that the rapport?
I don't think so. Just for me, because as a coach, sometimes if a player is not playing well, you continue to let him go out there and figure it out. You have to figure it out in games because in games you will have bad shooting nights, and the coach believes and trusts that you can go out there and get the job done.
But it was about him being aggressive attacking. When he had a smaller defender on him, he went into the post and he attacked it from there. Went to the foul line, made his shots. Then you've seen Austin Rivers get off and attack the basket. Ty Wallace attacked the basket, and Tobias Harris was the guy getting facilitated to that three in the corner and knocking it down with great confidence. Again, if you watch this film, it's guys driving the basketball, passing up good shots, but great shots. And that is the reason why they had these wide open baskets. When you can shoot with confidence and you know that your teammates is going to facilitate to you, there's no reason for you to make that shot. Well, it all started with Austin attacking inside the teeth of the defense, and then Tobias Harris being able to stretch the floor. You can't give a guy that can shoot the basketball wide open looks as he just knocked it down.
He was in the three-point contest,
He was. Mindset, I think in that first game, their mindset was locked in, and you talk about it, Don, a lot about being laser focused in, and the Clippers looked like they was laser focused in, and hopefully they can continue to do this for game two. But if they do that for game two, I mean, they have a chance really to win this series and continue on. I totally agree. And I think when you come to hostile territory, you have to really focus in and lock in on your teammates. So that means your execution has to be better. That means understanding your scouting reports has to be better. You have a better focus. But that being said, though, Don, as far as him working on the offseason, it's really one thing that he can do. If he improve on his free throw shoot, if he shoots 55%,
good point.
That's 7 points for DJ. That's 7 points. So that be him averaging almost 20-plus points a game. He's going to get the 13 or 14 rebounds. He's going to get those 2 or 3 blocks, and he should be a shoe-in for an all-star.
It is hard that Doc has to handle both hats, but also you look at the situation with Doc in the last couple of years that you lose your key guys in the playoffs. And so you can't really judge what Doc has done because of that, because you haven't seen what this team has done in the playoffs because you have your guys out.
Here's to explain yourself. And I feel like you are on the wrong side of the mic, my friend. Look at you.
Hey, you know
Look at you.
Just so you know.
What you know?
That was last week.
That's my man.
I had my hops ready. They thought I still don't got it. I still got it.
Yo, tell Pop to sign you, man. He could use you right now.
Hey, I'm ready.
How your knees feel?
And my knees and my back.
It was from the free throw line. It was slow-mo. Take a look at it.
It was from the free throw line. Hey, everyone was talking about me like, man, I thought you was going to dunk from the free throw line. I said, man, listen, if I could, I would.
I was giving you hops.
The Clippers need a wing.
Hey, Doc, if you need me, I'm still available.